All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
Defense wins championships, baby.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Complete, Smith has it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. A first down carry for Barkley. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49ers.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Bend it. Bend it. Wide. Get
Hard.
Double up.
Yeah.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, let go.
Tackle. 47 Mike. Mike 47. All day, baby, all day.
Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Here we go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Under 10. 10. Check 99.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here we go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 38. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards.
Mike, here we go. Baby!
Man, I got you.
On first down, Garoppolo. He finds Taylor, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep going it. We're doing pretty well.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That second down play nets a -4. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing with the line of scrimmage.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 19 yards away, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Six, pull it high. Hey, exit. Ready.
Throwing Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Giants first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. And this is Shepard on the catch. These two teams all tied after one. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Clear.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
It's complete to Golden Tate. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Now 4th down and 1.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th.
Get it.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Tie a nut. 3 down. Hey, check. 3.
Jones operating from the gun. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended, he's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big play ability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones, he completes it to Tate. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Jones now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Protein spill. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let one fly into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Black 80.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Get hot.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Free safety, Clinton Dix, the man to make the play there on the defensive side.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27.
55 mark, 55.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Garoppolo now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Completes it to Coleman. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go. 180.
Watch the run. Check 3. Check
2. Flag.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
13.
Mike, 55. Check 55. I got it. Mike, 55. Mike, 55.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here we go.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. It's caught by Coleman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they take a 17-14 lead. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Ready, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the 49er first down.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35.
Let's go, defense.
21.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
12.
Second down, McKinnon. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 26.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Hey, gun. Ball.
Watch out. Showing that. Kill.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
They go play action here on first down. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 29, Jones, blitz coming, and down he goes. D4 in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, let's get this. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Shit. And 41 the mic.
Snap.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Go.
San Francisco.
47's the mic, boy, 47.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Let's go. Do it.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Bound to lose one.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Garoppolo now. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Here's Coleman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On second and goal, Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Back now here at MetLife Stadium, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Gold now out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D4 racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
That's it, baby. You got work.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head
feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Lorenzo Carter gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Mike's 47. Quit talking.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Watch twins. Check 13.
It's Coleman here. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and the return will stop them well inside their own 20. At the 15-yard line. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
And Gold is able to put it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Play to win. Let's
Giants
go.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Watch the shit.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Come on, Ron. We better not.
A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the fourth quarter now. And the gap in that one has widened. The Bears have scored again. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts. Now, a loose football. Coleman lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Niners, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they will head back home